Hey guys, this is Himesh here with Game Explorio. What's going on? We are mere days away from the official release of The Last of Us Part 2. Guys, if you're not hyped already, I just don't know what you're doing, alright? Guys, if you have never played The Last of Us Part 1, trust me guys, you are missing out on something extraordinary. So guys, what are you waiting for? Guys, if you are thinking of buying The Last of Us Part 1, this is the perfect time because starting from today up until the release date of The Last of Us Part 2, PlayStation has put the game on sale, guys. It's $9.99. The remastered Last of Us Part 1 is $9.99. Guys, grab it before it goes because, guys, trust me, you have to play it to actually appreciate The Last of Us Part 2. Guys, if you have never owned a PS4 Pro and you are thinking of buying one, I highly recommend you to buy the limited edition of The Last of Us Part 2 PS4 Pro, right? So it was out of stock, but luckily GameSpot tweeted that The Last of Us Part 2 limited edition PS4 Pro will be restocked this week. So if you're in a country where you can grab one of these, guys, go for it. I highly recommend you do it. But guys, this is a personal opinion. I think the best limited edition PS4 Pro was the Spider-Man one, alright? Because it was red color and with the white spider, it just looks simple, but so elegant. But hey, The Last of Us Part 2 would be a great game, so it's a perfect time for you to grab a PS4 Pro. Just saying. And guys, I don't know what's up with embargo and Brazilian reviewers, but they just keep on coming, alright? So there's another review that was released, I think today, right? It says, I must have already played 60 to 70% of The Last of Us 2. I never felt anything like what I'm feeling with this game. No game, film, comic, manga, anime series, or any other work has aroused such intense feelings in me. Unbelievable. Alright guys, with that note, let's move on to Neil Druckmann's interview with Eurogamer, alright, because there are some interesting things that was said in the interview. I'd like to talk about it with you. Neil Druckmann talks about the leaks of the game as well. It's unfortunate that this happened to this game because it's one of the most anticipated games of 2020, and it's just unfortunate that it had to be this way. He said, they sucked. You worked on something for so long, and then to have it come out in the way that it did was disappointing to myself and other members of the team. Of course, Neil said, nothing compares to being Ellie and feeling those moments, not just in cutscenes, but in gameplay, conversations, the music, and the emotional effect that has on you. And the story was constructed in such a way that it's really not about twists and turns, it's about slowly ratcheting the crank and feeling the tension with the choices the characters make. Now, what do you think of the leaks, guys? Now, of course, I have never seen the entire leak myself because I don't want it to be spoiled to me. I really adore this game and I really want to enjoy it firsthand rather than being spoiled by several cutscenes that reveal key moments of the game. And guys, some of the reviewers who have already played the game said that these leaks were legit and they were actually in the real gameplay itself. So those were legit, guys. So you know some of the things that are about to happen in The Last of Us Part 2 if you have seen the leaks. But guys, the thing that Naughty Dog always keeps saying is that you don't know the bigger picture. You don't know the whole story, right? So we might have seen the tip of the iceberg, but there's so much more to this story. So even if you have seen the leaks, I think you will have a pretty good time playing the game. So keep your hopes up, guys, because we are in for a masterpiece. We only have a few days to go, so let's just do it. And finally, in the interview, Neil said that this game is not comfort food, right? There are moments that are really challenging emotionally for you to play through, and that's part of the design of it. Up until today, I don't think Naughty Dog and The Last of Us Part 2 had it smooth, guys, because the story was leaked and now a singer/songwriter, Lottie Kestner, is actually accusing Naughty Dog and Neil Druckmann by saying, hey, are you aware that the True Faith cover you put in your Last of Us Part 2 trailer is a replica of my cover that came out 10 years ago? I wrote original parts not in the original song that are copied exactly by whoever covered it. I am heartbroken. Now guys, I actually compared the TV spot cover to Kestner's cover and listened to them side by side, and there is some resemblance to it. I would say like 40 to 50%. And of course guys, Naughty Dog has sought permission from the song's original writers, The New Order. So I don't know how justified these accusations are, because Kestner kind of technically cannot own a cover song of an original song. As far as I know guys, because I'm not a lawyer, so if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments below. Now since then she has actually removed this tweet, so there must have been some kind of a settlement that happened in the background that we don't know of. Guys, the more I hear about this game, the more hyped I get, so I actually am downloading the remastered copy of The Last of Us Part 1 because I need to play through it and remember all those little moments, because I really want to appreciate The Last of Us Part 2 to the max. So I will be releasing kind of a down the memory lane episodes of The Last of Us Part 1 regularly until The Last of Us Part 2 gets released. So stay tuned for that guys, I will be releasing them every single day and it's gonna be an amazing experience. I hope you guys will enjoy. Alright, that's all I have to say for you right now. I'll see you in the next one.